And welcome in everyone high above the vet. JJ Sylvia along with my cousin Carter Sylvia as the Somerset-Berkley Raiders, fresh off a season opening victory, get set to face off against rival Apponequet. And Carter, tonight it's going to be about a battle of size. Both these teams have a lot of big forwards in their lineup and off their bench. It should be a real slugfest tonight here at the vet.
For sure, John, and Somerset without Finn Bjork is actually lacking a little bit of size in this game, along with Kevin Dos Santos, and looking at the size of Apponequet, going to have a tough test today.
Two seniors out of the lineup for the Raiders, but a lot of younger players, sophomores and juniors, ready to step up. We're going to head down to the court for the national anthem and see you on the other side on Blue Raider Studios. And after the national anthem, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia back with you. Carter, this Raiders squad only lost one player from their Final Four team last year. Heading into this season, it's got to be a march right back to the same spot if you're head coach Bob Slater.
Oh yeah, Coach Slater is definitely expecting a lot from this team, and what I've seen from the first game is that they're picking up right where they left off from last season.
Picking up right where they left off indeed. Only one player missing from our usual starting lineup tonight. That is Finn Bjork. We'll talk about the Somerset starting lineup in a second. First, for the visiting Apponequet Lakers, Will Horton and Will LaRoe will be the guards, along with Colin Sear and Ryan Levesque, with Jaden Pierre as the center. And for the Somerset-Berkley Raiders, a pretty similar starting lineup, minus the one subtraction that we mentioned before. Colton Pacheco, Dom Taylor, Jacob Loro as the center, with Max Finlaw and the point guard, as well as the quarterback for the football team, Brendan McDonald. McDonald going to be one of the headliners. Last time I was broadcasting a game, Carter, in this gym, McDonald hit a half-court shot, and he starts off with a bucket right away. But my, oh my, Carter, Brendan McDonald, his athletic ability has just transcended over the last couple of years. He's become one of the great athletes in this class that's about to graduate here at Somerset-Berkley.
For sure, John, and not just the fact that his athleticism is impeccable, it's also his vision of the court and vision of the field that really what coaches like about him.
Inside, Pierre lost it. McDonald with the ball now. Brendan McDonald pushes the floor, spins around, back into the paint. McDonald unstoppable to the bucket.
Great play there by Brendan McDonald, and I think this sub for Somerset-Berkley was that Brady Carpenter has a little bit more size and weight to him than Jacob Loro to combat Pierre at center.
Brendan McDonald, a fast start scoring-wise, as Pierre has had a 6-4 Raiders lead. Pierre on the drive, travel. And it will be back to Raiders ball with 3:41 to go. In quarter number one, another substitute on the way for the Apponequet Lakers. Ryan Snow checking in to replace Jaden Pierre. A strong effort to start by Pierre at the center position for the Lakers.
Yeah, I think they're giving him rest now because they're definitely going to need him towards the end of the game when they need those clutch time buckets.
A beautiful transition bucket there. Will LaRoe with the finish for the Lakers. McDonald double teamed, got fouled. And that was LaRoe again trying to make an impact on both ends of the floor, but this time didn't abide by the rules, Carter.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous play by Brendan McDonald there, because that steal happens for the Apponequet Lakers. They're going down the other end and most likely getting a bucket.
6-6, Pacheco, corner three, a high arcing one will drop. Broadcaster's jinx. Wisniewski on the drive, will not finish. Pacheco speeds up the floor, finds McDonald, stops outside. Pacheco, his three. That one bounces in. So Colton Pacheco allows the Raiders to double up Apponequet. A steal. Pacheco tries again. It's blocked. Great defensive effort by Svertunas. Now to the corner. Tabler won't go again. Rebound battled for. Apponequet has it. Horton puts it up and gets it to go.
I love what I'm seeing from Colton Pacheco here, not just on the offensive side of the ball. Him getting boards on defense and offside of the ball has really been helping them, why the Somerset-Berkley Raiders are leading this game right now.
Another defensive steal. Horton to the bucket, won't go. Rebound for Crook, and Somerset-Berkley ball. 7 seconds remaining in quarter one. 16-10 Raider lead. Swing to McDonald, back up top. Another three-point try. This time it's down. Langlois finally getting on the board. Tried to go on the last one. This time the three works.
Yeah, Kellen Langlois has already 2 threes to start this game, and based off last game and how many points he got, I think they're going to keep using him outside the three-point line.
Shaking and baking is Lavreau. Trying to get off of Crook, swings to the corner. Horton will miss wide on the three. McDonald up the floor. Pass deflected to Finlaw, who knocks it down. Max Finlaw makes it an 11-point Raiders lead.
As I said before, one of these teams are going to start pouring it on. It looks like Somerset-Berkley is pouring it on.
Pierre, spin move, partially blocked by Finlaw, and the foul called. Finlaw doesn't necessarily agree with it. 25, an 8-point lead for the Raiders. Pierre keeps it in bounds. Stutter step inside, count it, and the foul. Another big bucket for Jaden Pierre, and he'll head back to the line looking to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, they're really going to need him in this game because it seems like they're all he got in the paint today.
And Pierre will finish off the deal, 32-28. Now in favor of the Raiders. McDonald up the floor. Langlois for Finlaw, back to McDonald. Now Taylor driving baseline. Kicks it back to the far side. Langlois knocks it down.
I really like how Kellen Langlois is playing this game. They're feeding him, and he keeps dropping buckets.
Pierre's pass knocked away by Finlaw. Can he save it? He can't. Bob Slater's got a bone to pick, but nonetheless, it will remain Apponequet ball with 1:10 to go in half number one.
Great play there by Max Finlaw. I mean, it didn't look out to me, but I think Coach Slater will like the intensity that his team's bringing.
Lavreau uses the screen on the drive with the right hand, got fouled even though he missed this 24-25 season. Back up here high above the vet, JJ and Carter Sylvia with you. And Carter, in that first half, the Raiders did not look like themselves. A lot of struggles from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you could tell that they're in their heads right now, but I think as the game progresses, they'll gain more confidence and start making those threes.
And in terms of these SEC matchups, Carter, we were talking about it earlier. It really brings out the best in both these teams. We're seeing Apponequet, a team that may have been in the state tournament last year, but not as deep as Somerset-Berkley went. They're in great competition with this team last year. That's pretty much the same squad that we saw in the Final Four not too many months ago.
Yeah, I mean, in conference play, you never know what could happen. It could be a not as good team play a better team, and they could beat them just because you want to win because it's a conference game.
And this conference game will most certainly come down to the wire. We're going to take a break for halftime. 35-32 Raiders. We'll be back for the second half here on Blue Raider Studios. Carter Sylvia along with you. A 35-32 Somerset-Berkley lead over the rival Apponequet Lakers. And Carter, in this second half, something has to give in this defensive grudge match.
Yeah, I mean, there's not been a lot of scoring, a lot of inefficient shooting, but I feel what Coach Slater said to the Somerset-Berkley team at halftime, that we got to find the easy looks. We can't be making all those complicated plays, making it too difficult for us. Make the simple plays, get the buckets.
Simple plays, simple buckets seems to be the strategy. I'd be interested to see what Bob Slater said in the locker room during halftime. If you were Bob Slater, Carter, what would you be saying to your Somerset-Berkley squad in that locker room as we get set for half number two?
We have the lead, but don't think it's over. There's a lot of game left, and this Apponequet Laker team looks hungry.
Hungry indeed. Let's head down to the court and see how second half goes. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you. Let's head over. McDonald, Pacheco, Finlaw with Taylor. And Lauro out on the floor for the Raiders to start. Similar look for the Apponequet Lakers. Pierre, Horton, Levesque, Sear, and others. Had it originally, but Horton tips it out for a finish by Vertunis.
Great grit play there by Horton, not giving up on a shot, getting the steal and getting it to his teammate for an easy bucket.
Dom Taylor, corner three, got it!
Great to see Dom Taylor finally getting on the board. It's not been his best game, but definitely in the second half, he'll look to really light up the scoreboard.
Lavreau starts a cycle back up top. Colin Sear, a dump off and finish. Once again, it's Jaden Pierre all over the score sheet for the Apponequet Lakers, and it's a 2-point game, 40-38, with 5 minutes to go in quarter 3. Brendan McDonald swings it and starts the cycle. Back to McDonald, deep 3, bang! Brendan McDonald from downtown, 43-38 in favor of Somerset-Berkley.
That steal was perfection by Dom Taylor.
Taylor for McDonald, corner 3, yep!
Starting to heat up now for Brendan McDonald, and when he heats up, the game could be over, just like that.
With a snap of a finger. 48-38, 10-point Raider lead, their largest since the middle portion of quarter number 2. And back to the line goes Jaden Pierre, as he has been making easy work underneath all night long for the Lakers.
Yeah, not just great underneath, also his free throw shooting has been really good. And I think you always, as a coach, you always want a big man who can shoot and who can also be physical down low.
Here's he'll replace Alex Crook. So it's Taylor, Laro, Finlaw, Langlois, and Pacheco for the Raiders on the floor right now. Taylor, another 3, short. Langlois right there for the putback.
I really like the presence of Kellen Langlois in this game. A player who usually comes off the bench. He's been outstanding today with his three-point shooting, also his inside scoring.
One more quarter to go, but as of right now, it's been the game of Kellen Langlois. Carter and I will take a short break, and we will be right back for quarter number 4 here on Blue Raider Studios. Swing, can't get handled. Somerset-Berkley looking to avoid the press, they do. Pacheco up the floor, Langlois, he'll finish.
Great hustle there by Colton Pacheco on defense to get back and get the steal, but also great play by Kellen Langlois to fake the shot and then do a reverse.
Apponequet searching for answers with time not on their side. Horton for Levesque. And the cycle ensues as Apponequet looks for an open shooter. Levesque pulls up straight away, got it.
Great shot there by Levesque, and for this Somerset-Berkley defense, they're going to look for a game in games in the future to really prevent that three-point shooting.
At the bat. Make it now a 12-point lead, 63-51. Finlaw driving, and one! Max Finlaw flexes on him, and the Raiders looking like they've gotten into a comfortable position here at home down the stretch.
Max Finlaw, one of the toughest players on the court, taking a beating from Pierre, and then a tough and one there to put the Raiders up by 14.
14 it will stay, but Taylor will make it 16. My, oh my, Dom Taylor, whether it's from three-point land or finishing under the basket, he has been sensational in this one, both defensively and offensively. Nice man-to-man coverage by the Raiders on the drive. It's Sear, that goes. Pacheco up the floor for the Raiders. Colton Pacheco, left hand, got the foul call. Looks like the foul will be on the floor. So the Raiders will inbound. Dom Taylor working on a much bigger man, and one! Dom Taylor flex on him. And he will head to the line looking to complete the three-point play. Wow, Carter. Dom Taylor definitely has a height disadvantage against Jaden Pierre as we head into the timeout. But my, oh my, did he use that height difference to his advantage in some ways to finish that bucket.
What a fantastic play by Dom Taylor. Just abuse his body down low and then angle himself to get some open space for that reverse lay.
Into another timeout we go, 5:51 to go. Here in quarter number 4, 71-53 in favor of the Raiders, and we still have that Dom Taylor free throw on the way. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play. McDonald stops and turns for Finlaw. Finlaw on the drive, wide open lane for the finish.
Wow, great fake there by Max Finlaw to fake out Frank Pierre and then drive for the bucket for the easy lay.
Well, Horton as a double screen set up for him. Goes left and the ball got stripped. Outlet pass, Max Finlaw, easy finish. And back-to-back buckets for 0-0.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets. Great play by him. Also, great pass by Brady Carpenter to get up the court. And once again, it's just those easy buckets. As I said before, the simple buckets is what's going to win you the games.
To end.
Great play there by Snow there, but it's kind of cool just to see all the rotation players not seeing much minutes in the game, but it's cool just to see them playing and having fun out there.
King to the corner, three-pointer from Carpenter is down, and the bench loves it.
Great shot there by Brady Carpenter, nicknamed Tuna, and he's a fan favorite here at Somerset-Berkley.
Another fan favorite with the rebound. King up the floor looking for the finish. And Rayoum can't get it. It will be Apponequet the rest of the time if they want to in a stellar second half performance to follow up a first half that was almost dead even. The Raiders coming alive in terms of scoring and defense in the second half. And they were really springboarded by the efforts of Brennan McDonald and Kellen Langlois as the bench and crowd comes to their feet under 5 seconds. The Somerset-Berkley Raiders with another dominant performance to add to a resume for this team that continues to show prominence. Final horn sounds. Carter, what are your takeaways for both sides from this one?
I think a takeaway for Apponequet is in the second half, their defense was soft. They were allowing a lot of outside shots, and the Somerset-Berkley team was capitalizing. Now for the Somerset-Berkley side, they got to worry about that inside scoring. Pierre was all over them tonight, and especially when they play another dominant center big man like that, they have to find a way to hold them in check.
Back up in the booth to finish this broadcast off. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you. And Carter, we talked in pregame about the absence of Finn Bjork, but tonight, especially in the second half, it seems the Raiders found a solution to that issue.
Yeah, they saw that Frank Pierre was scoring a lot inside, so they found a way to limit him now, as be either doubling him or just getting in the lanes and not allowing him to get the ball.
And Kellen Langlois is probably one of the better performances of his high school career. Got to feel good for a player like that.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. He had a good game last game, and he only improved this game.
Improvements have to be the name of the game for this Raiders squad. They know the road ahead, and they understand what needs to be done. But for now, we take a step aside. Thank you so much for tuning in to Blue Raider Studios tonight. I'm JJ Sylvia for my partner and cousin Carter Sylvia and the entire Blue Raider Studios crew. I'm wishing you a good Friday night.